Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, I'd like to go to a statement that the former Mukurweni Member of Parliament, Kabando, released when he was reacting to the statement that William Samoei Ruto released on the 7th of April 2024. In that reaction of William Ruto was talking to the KMPDU doctors. William Ruto was trying to convince the KMPDU doctors to suspend their strike and go back to work. And in that statement, Ruto had given an offer of 70,000 for a stipend for those medical interns. So that we already talked about in a previous video. The video we talked about where, if you look at the thumbnail, there is Dr. Devji there, there is William Ruto and Nakumicha is there. So in this analysis, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to go to a reaction from Kabando wa Kabando. And Kabando went to his ex handle and shared something that is pretty disturbing. The revelation in that tweet is what I term pretty disturbing. So before we get to that tweet, and I'm going to read it to you, please take 1 second, like this video, subscribe to this channel. Mind you, for YouTube to share this video, you're supposed to like this video and at least subscribe if you are not subscribed before. Those who supported us before, thanks so much for your support. So Kabando said, Ruto says we must live within our means. Can't spend what we don't have. Okay, granted. Now we ask you, Rais, or is it Mr. Lies? Where are you getting billions to waste on Ikulu watches, bells, umbrellas? Serikali yako Ruto ni utapeli, wizi, ufisadi, ulafi, unafiki, uongo mtupu. Ladies and gentlemen, those are not my words, but those are words from Kabando's tweet. So this tweet, according to me, has some hidden meaning. And what Kabando is trying to say is that maybe William Ruto has more money, or the expenditure of the executive is so high to a level whereby now they end up spending on unnecessary items like watches, like umbrellas, like so many other things which are not very important at the expense of doctors. I mean, this is what Kabando is trying to say. Remember, I told you that this was a reaction to what William Ruto told the doctors. And I already shared a video about what Dr. Devji Atela said in reacting to William Ruto. What I did not get, I was looking for a video on the KMPDU chair, Dr. Mwachi, someone I know on a personal level. I have not gotten a video from him on what his take is regarding what President Ruto said. And perhaps if you're a viewer who has that clip, please just share it. You can share it with me. Our email address is just below there, info.yoleno@gmail.com. Just share that video so that I can get it, because I need to do some reaction on what Dr. Mwachi said in regards to what William Ruto said. So I believe one of you will submit that video, perhaps, if you have it. So on to what Kabando said. Kabando in the previous campaign did not support William Ruto. No, that's something we know for a fact. But again, Kabando has not been biased. If you look at the politics of Kabando, they have never been biased. So in this context, ladies and gentlemen, Kabando says Ruto is a PR president. If he promised to give service, it's a PR gimmick, but denying us service or more taxes, you have to take him seriously. Ruto is a hand that will take away but not give to benefit all. The honest reality here, ladies and gentlemen, is that what Kabando is trying to tell us here is that the government is only fixated in taxation, taking taxes, you paying taxes. And by the way, to build a country, people must pay taxes. That's the reality also. We need to accept that. But Kabando talks about the government taking and not benefiting the common mwananchi. I think that is what Kabando is trying to say, that this government is only taking more than it can offer. So if you take $1 million from me and you don't offer me anything, or probably you offer me something that is worth 100,000, then mimi nitakuwa napoteza. So what Kabando is saying here is that the regime takes more than it can offer. In fact, it takes everything and offers nothing. That is what Kabando tries to mean in this analysis. Mind you, there's a time we talked about issues of IMF. I didn't want to bring it here, but then this concept of Kabando saying the government takes away, but not give to benefit all. The IMF story, there's a time we did that, all World Bank story. When we say that the moment you find IMF is pleased with the country, or maybe IMF is trying to praise a country's economy, saying that the economy is growing, or the taxes of an economy have improved, or anything of that sort, then you should be rest assured that IMF must be targeting something. And those countries, sometimes going by what political pundits are saying, what technocrats are saying, is that anytime you find that IMF is praising a country or a president, you should know that that country, watu watalia. Could it be that that is what we are experiencing in Kenya? You see, because Kabando talks about more taxes you have to take him. You know, you just give the government more taxes, but no benefit. So IMF, most of the time, it praises a regime that taxes more, but does not give to the people, you know, or gives less to the people. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you make of this statement from Kabando? You know, of course, the tweet could not have gone without reactions. There are so many people who reacted to that tweet. Someone even went to an extent of defending William Ruto, saying that, see, William Ruto earns a salary. See, if he earns a salary, see, he can spend that salary on something. Barak Muluka. I don't know how many of you know Barak Muluka. But for those few of you who know Barak Muluka, you know very well that he supported William Ruto, the campaign. And you also know that he was a senior leader within ANC's rank. That is Musalia Mudavadi's party, the former party. We also know that he left. What you didn't know until, I think, Saturday is that Barak Muluka was not happy with UDA, especially with the regime. So that's why Barak Muluka was invited in a thick live TV interview, KTN. And during that interview, Barak Muluka decided to say that this regime is not a regime that can be trusted. In summary, this is what he said.
Beings who are going to have conversations with serpents and do terrible things. So what is the context here? It is a rogue regime, and it should be called what it is. Someone talked some years back about a bandit economy, but we can talk today about a gangster regime. And when you have a gangster regime, it doesn't matter that people may put on three-piece suits, live in ornate and plush environments in suburbia, Nairobi and in other places, or drive instead of the art cars, or put on watches that are worth 10 million shillings. Nobody spends 10 million earned shillings on a watch. Nobody. It must be stolen resource.
Very well, ladies and gentlemen. That is what Barak Muluka said in that live interview. So on to this tweet from Kabando, where he says, Ruto says, we must live within our means. Can't spend what we don't have. Can't spend what we don't have. That means William Ruto was saying that they can only afford 70,000. They don't have more than that. But the KMPDU chair or the KMPDU secretary have maintained that the CBA must be honored. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is where I'd like to raise this case. But I'm kindly requesting you to please just go below the comment section there and offer your reaction regarding what Kabando could have said. What do you think? He calls Mr. Ruto, or he calls Ruto Mr. Lies, Rice, or Mr. Lies. So just go below the comment section and tell us your reaction. So perhaps if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Till you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.